Hello, everybody. This is the promised version of what I was going to tell you all about my Han Solo and carbonite build that I did maybe about 3 years ago. Well, the story behind this is you can see the damage within the eyes here, and a little bit of damage there, and up here, of course. But yeah, to the fingers and a couple other areas on there. I lent this out to a restaurant in Weatherford, Texas, a place called Shep's. Absolutely amazing food, great place to go, and I highly recommend it. But he had nothing to do with this. It is a Star Wars bar, believe it or not. It's a very nice atmosphere, great place, great family place, amazing place to go. But one of his customers had a child that got really upset, and his dad told him no, and he reached up from over here, grabbed behind here, and slammed this to the ground. And of course, his dad, being the little bitch that he was, didn't say anything, grabbed his kid and ran out the door. So everybody came over to see what the commotion was, and this was laying on the ground. So, yeah. So anyway, so here it is, back at the house, and we're going to fix them up. So I was just going to give you a background on exactly everything I did here. So, and I know, before all the Star Wars fans pile up on top of me, yes, those are supposed to be, I think, at a 28-degree angle here, and I didn't do that because I didn't want them to be... They would have projected light in places I didn't want them to project light. That's why I went to the flat panel of these. So, so there's that. So, once again, moving down, I did go overboard on the lights, and I have admitted that as the day is long. I did too many lights, but this is the lights that I wanted. A lot of these lights are not working because of the damage that it obtained from the accident, and for the most part, a lot of the electrical circuits do work. So, to the other side, the layup panel is what I call it. Yes, I did a little overboard on it, and I did like the movement of it. But it blinks here at the green, and it goes faster once you go to unthaw them, just like the moving. So, that is that portion, and it looks like most of these are still working the way they should. So, I'm not worried about that. Everything's good here. This light is just straight up gone. So is this one. You can see right through it. And the others. Each one of these are supposed to represent something of the fluid motion of the body inside the carbonite. So I wanted to add a little bit of realism to it instead of just, flashing lights. So, and here's the back part of it. A lot of circuits in this. So, get out of that glare. So, if y'all have ever seen Megamind, it's actually pretty funny. He asked him, the girl asked the guy, where does he get all the flashing orbs and stuff like that? And his answer was Romania, and that's where I got all these circuit boards. So, a lot of them came made, a lot of them didn't. Most of this I had to build, like this one. And mostly all the circuits had to be wired. So, right here, I'm running it all off a 12-volt power supply. And with the step downs, we have it going to 5, 8, and I think 3 volts per the needs of the small lights, bigger lights, and the brighter lights. So, yeah, that's that. And I'm really thinking about one of these days building another one and doing it absolutely correct. So, having the right angle on the side panels and just doing other things. But anyway, this right here for the main, the lay light, what I call it, this is just a Tupperware bin that I spray painted black, made a hole in the top, put the light in, screwed in there, so that way make a chamber inside there. So, yeah. So yeah, but like I said, most of these parts are just, things that I ordered online. A lot of these circuits, I do have an electrical background, but, a lot of them I did have to learn how to solder again and make RC time constants with certain potentiometers, capacitors, and relays all soldered together. And so, yep, there's that. So this is going to be the next project that I'm going to be doing here. Just basically cleaning them up. It's got a lot of damage. And also you'll see over here in the layup panel that one of the handles is completely just missing. So, yeah, it's kind of like just doing damage, looking at all this, looking at damage control and seeing what's broken. But yeah, a lot of this, I made the Han Solo carbonite that I wanted to make, so I know a lot of Star Wars geeks are going to break out their manuals and tell you no, that was supposed to be a millimeter longer, and that's fine, I get it. But this is what I wanted to make, and yeah, so we're going to fix it up. So with this one, the only thing I did was I put him on a flat plate, and I made the border around him. Got this, this was the fiberglass plate, fiberglass layout of Han himself, which I got from Wes Koch on Etsy. If you want to get one, it's, from what I've read, the best Han Solo layout or frame, that, or mold, if you will, that's out on the market, and fairly cheap for what he does. And not to mention, it came fast, came really fast, to tell you the truth, an amazing product. So yeah, look up Wes on Etsy. He knows what he's doing. There was a really funny part. My daughters had hit his toe nubs, and I couldn't find them, and I was about to finish, and I asked him, hey man, look, I need one, and I need to finish this, and I can't find my nub. And he said, yeah, I'll have one out to you tomorrow. And sure as hell, next day it was there in the mail, so I was able to finish my build. So whenever you do, you lay the mold on the ground, and what you do is you just fill it full of drywall putty until it gets to the top, sand it off, get in the cracks. The only biggest problem was his head was severed here, so you had to put it back together with, I used a 2-part epoxy putty here, and his other one was here. You can see it right, barely still see it, so I gave him kind of a waistband with it. And you can see right there with the, I kind of molded it in with the carbonite hitting him and going to the side like you get with the blast here and down here. So, yeah, you can really hide a lot in here. That's a really cool thing, and one of the greatest things about making a Han Solo carbonite, you need to be really sucky at doing drywall, which I am, and it came out perfect. So anyway, I'll give you all updates on this, and we'll get it right. And I do have mine to build another one, and I'll definitely do this one frame by frame. I'm picture by picture, stage by stage. All right, y'all have a good day.